We got to scream and shout and stretch a little bit. All right. I am so happy to have on the owner and founder of Tranzformerz, a lifestyle and enrichment program. She has a podcast. She has her own fitness program. She does nutrition counseling. Tell us a little bit about you.
I'm Edwidge. I am located out in Bowie, Maryland, a fitness trainer, lifestyle coach for ladies and gentlemen. And my program basically helps busy people integrate exercise, mindful eating, and self-care into their very busy and hectic lives.
What inspired you to create the Tranzformerz program, and how do you think it stands out from other fitness and nutrition programs?
So when I started training, I was just trying to figure it out for myself. My kids were very small, and I'm a transplant from another here in Maryland. So I had to get it together, and I was all over the place. My health was in a crisis. And the way that I saved myself, I reintegrated fitness into my life, as difficult as it was with 3 children, not knowing anyone. And as I started to exercise at the gym, and I started to branch out and do training, and I started working with women of different walks of life, they all had the same common angst, and it was similar to mine. And the more that I trained them, I would massage my regime for each one of them, and it just kind of morphed into Tranzformerz, and I created a program. And over time, clients that are still with me now literally didn't know that they were helping me develop the program. So Tranzformerz is still evolving because many of my clients are evolving with me, and some of my new clients are moving into the stage that I've already pseudo graduated from. So I have an understanding as to what they're going through. That's how it came about.
Can you give us an overview of what the Tranzformerz program is all about?
So Tranzformerz is a lifestyle enrichment program. So basically, I help individuals who are trying to get back into a more fit lifestyle, and they don't know where to begin. Maybe they don't like exercising. Maybe they're intimidated by it, or maybe they lost their way. They become the wife, they become the mom, they become the professional, and everything else is swirling around their lives, and they forgot about, wait a minute, what about me?
Eddie, a lot of people struggle with their fitness journey. They feel really overwhelmed by all of this information that's out there, and they might lack direction. So what's your personal philosophy on fitness and wellness?
My philosophy is to keep it as simple as possible. Do something that you love. And if you want to keep it plain vanilla, very bare bones, walking would be my first recommendation to anyone who feels overwhelmed with fitness. Open up your front door and just go walking around your neighborhood, in your office complex. Walking is the go-to exercise to get started.
Okay, so it's like if you have a plant and you don't give it fresh air and water, it will die. So what are some of the key components of the Tranzformerz program, and how do they work together to achieve results?
They include the exercise component. So I make sure that my clients learn what movements are ideal for their physiology. So they always start off with a consultation with me. We sit down and we chat, and I learn, what have they tried? What were the challenges? And what are they trying to accomplish now? And after I give them an overview of what my program entails, I ask them point blank, like, how do you see me helping you achieve that? And we kind of bring that together, and it coalesces with my formal program. My program is pretty, it's set in one regard. Like, I have, like, this is 6 weeks or 4 weeks. This is what we're going to accomplish. However, it's fluid at the same time, because there's some people who need different things. So I need to also be able to pivot in some regard, so that said individual gets what they need out of it. Because one person may need more guidance with mindful eating. Someone else may more need an image thing. For example, I'm a trainer, woman of a certain age. My body is not responsive to exercise the same way it was when I was 30 or 40. And for you not to self-deprecate and understand that be comfortable in the skin that you're in, and knowing that this is just a phase of womanhood and learning how to manage it. There's some psychology that goes along with it. So my program is fixed in a way. It's not fixed, if that makes sense, is at the same time. So I can facilitate it in a group setting where the exercising, everyone's doing it as a collective community, okay? And yet and still everyone is getting individual coaching while they're in the group program. And then if folks want my one-on-one attention, they can still do the program one-on-one and still get the same dynamics as the group, but in the entire duration of their experience with me is one-on-one without any other interaction with other members of the Tranzformerz family.
So who would you say is your ideal participant for the Tranzformerz program?
Women 40 years and over. Those are the average folks that come through and work with me. Is the professional or stay-at-home mom, entrepreneurial individual.
How do you keep us participants motivated?
Remote coaching. My clients hear from me every day. So they're like, oh, this is great, my accountability partner. So I'm the best friend that is not going to be like, girl, I don't feel like working out today. You want to go get some coffee instead? No, I'm going to be like, let me help you understand what it is that you just consumed. And perhaps instead of this, consider that. And how does it impact your bottom line? Let's look at the calories. Let's look at the fat. Let's look at the sodium. When you understand the breakdown of that and what you're putting into your body and what your body needs and what's reasonable, then a person is more educated to say, I don't want that, rather than me saying, don't eat that. You're not telling me why. But that's what I do. I teach people. That's the mindfulness.
For someone that's looking to join your Tranzformerz program, what steps should they take to get started?
All you got to do is send me a text message. You're going to say this: train me, Eddie. That's all you got to put in the text. And what'll happen is I'll text the inquiry back, and I'll say, who do I have the pleasure of responding back to? And then that's how the dialogue gets started. I'll schedule a phone consultation, a chit chat. And then I will give the person a free training session. But before we actually get on the training room floor, I put a fitness profile together of that individual to kind of say, here's where you are. And then I'll help them see, like, according to their age and other factors, what the industry standard is. Hey, does that make you fall off your chair? Okay, if it does, that's all right. My objective really is to help people get a healthier metabolic health. So typically when my clients go back for their annual physical, their doctors will inquire, what are you doing? And they'll explain, well, I commissioned my trainer and this is what we're working on. And they're like, thumbs up, keep doing it. So that's what part of my full coaching is encapsulates, actually.
I am so thankful that you came on and talked to us today. Look out, guys, for some segments where she gives us a lot of great tips. And thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.